Buyer demand for new builds is decreasing and builders are in trouble. Jeremy Knight, the Knight Group, your favorite Austin realtor. I can't say that I didn't see this coming. In fact, in other videos, I've talked about a lot of the issues that builders are facing, some of the things that they're doing that isn't the best for its clients or for the realtors that are helping them. So in today's video, we are going to talk about why buyers are giving up on new builds. We're going to go through and look at, if you're buying a new build, what to expect, the future of building and really what's happening there, and then my personal opinion on if you should buy now on new build or if you should wait. And my advice might actually surprise you. Before we get any further, let's go to the sponsor of this video, which is you, by dropping a comment, liking. You're the sponsor of today's video. Let's hear about how awesome you are and your experience with buying or building a home in the Austin area or in general. Okay, so first up, let's talk about what is happening and why buyers are finally giving up on new builds. We've talked about this and I linked on my channel, but a lot of it comes down to builders have done a lot of things like putting people on long wait lists, reduce their inventory, and a lot of it has to do with just supplies in general and the ability to get supplies. So that's been a problem. Lumber prices, yes, but now that lumber prices are coming down, buyers are getting sick and tired of being on these long wait lists. They're tired of bidding $200,000, $250,000 over just for a lot. And that's really what's pushing buyers just kind of away from all this. And here's the other thing that's happening is that seller inventory or resale inventory is now picking up. So we're seeing more inventory. So those buyers that were on the fence about buying new build or on a wait list can now look around and go, oh, look, there's some inventory hitting the market. So we can not have to pay $150,000 over list price. We can still get a good deal on a resale home. Plus interest rates are still so low. Why wait to build? You don't know where interest rates are going to be in a year and a half from now. And a lot of these builders that are saying, oh, we're going to be done and your house will be built in 8 months is now turning into 10 months, 12 months, 15 months, 18 months. So buyers seeing this are going, well, shoot, I know what interest rates are now. I don't know what they're going to be in 15 months when my house is done. So I'd rather just buy resale. And it's easier this time of year. And a lot of people are saying the market's crashing and this is an indication of that. Really, no, it's not. If anybody with a brain can look and see what trends look like, this is a common trend for this time of year where people are on vacation finally and going out and doing things finally. And we have inventory that's percolating. So buyers, instead of doing new build, are going, shoot, I'm just gonna buy resale. And so that is bringing down the demand of these builders. Now, prices have been out of control with these new builds, right? Builders are limiting their inventory, raising prices drastically. And so buyers are sick and tired of those raising prices. And across the market, yes, they are tired of these raising prices. What does that mean for the future of new builds, and are new builds actually in trouble? The answer is yes. And how I can tell you that I know that they're in trouble, in my previous video about builders, I said, hey, if you're gonna be buying towards the end of the year, you're gonna see a lot more incentives come out. And exactly that is what we're seeing now. A lot of these builders that put people on bids are now coming off of the bids. And I'll tell you a good example of this in a moment. A lot of these builders are raising prices $30,000, $40,000 every week are now only raising $1,000. In fact, a lot of them are putting out promos like this Castle Rock one saying up to $75,000 reduction. So we're seeing a lot of incentives come out this time of year, just like I anticipated, and we're seeing some price drops across the board. I'll give you the great example of Sky Ridge, which is a milestone, M Signature build. And I said back then it was the most disappointing neighborhood. They were requiring people to put $15,000 deposit on a neighborhood that you can watch the video for all the reasons why I was disappointed in it. But they were taking $15,000 deposits for people to maybe pick a lot that you have no idea what's in the house. You don't get to pick anything, any of that. And now all of those homes are on the MLS. They took those people on those lists. They didn't buy those homes. My client was one of them. And so now what was on the MLS for their prices is now huge price reductions on some of these properties, like $80,000. It's crazy. So that shows you that they are in trouble. One other reason I know builders are in trouble is that they are opening up to investors again. I have seen a lot of different emails saying we are now selling to investors, and that's not every builder, it's just a couple. But that is showing you that for a long time they iced out investors. Now they're inviting investors back. So Yeah, that's another great indication that builders are in fact in trouble. So what is my advice right now? If you're gonna buy new build, my advice is to wait. Don't buy new build right now. Legitimately, I know they're doing price cuts. I know they're really trying to incentivize buyers to come back, but I would caution you to wait. Yes, a realtor telling you not to buy right now. That's crazy, right? I might be one of the only crazy realtors out there to tell you that. But the reality is in the market right now, you can still find a home and you know what interest rates are. If you are going to build, so it might be worth it to wait till, I don't know, November, December when they're giving out their most incentives. Because look, at the end of the year, every year, these builders are trying really hard to close out sales strong and they need to write those contracts. And even then, you might see more of these builders moving to the to be built, which is where you get to pick out the lot, you get to pick out the home, you get to pick out all the interior upgrades. And for me, that's the most fun in building a home, is getting to pick out those items. So that's my best advice between now and the end of the year. I would wait until the end of the year when they're giving out massive incentives to lock in a property. Again, the only downside to that is we don't know what interest rates are going to be when you close that home. They could be a lot higher, but I honestly would just wait on new build and maybe look at resale. All right, so what's my opinion on builders you should still be building with? In the last year, I've seen a lot of things really happen with these builders, and I've kept an eye on some builders that are doing things the right way. And I'm gonna give you a list of the builders that I think are still doing things right. Now, there might be some builders that I didn't put on this list. I apologize for that. I'm just going off the top of my head of good experiences clients and I have had over the last year. Number one would be Perry Homes. I think Perry Homes has done a very good job still throughout this pandemic without doing massive bids. Second would be probably Brown Homes. They still have a lot of inventory and I don't think that they really price gouge buyers too much, and you can still get something under that 400 price point and in those 300 range. So Brown Homes would definitely be one to look at. Highland Homes, by far my favorite builder of all time. I think they just do a fantastic job. That's just my favorite builder, and I think they've still done a very good job of keeping integrity for their clients. Another builder that I still kind of like, even though they did go to the bid system, is D.R. Horton, and I think why I like D.R. Horton still, even though they did go to the bid system, is that they do build a quality product at an affordable price. And in this time where prices are astronomically high, the highest they've been in a long time or ever, I think D.R. Horton still builds a product that's a quality product for buyers in that price point. So that's why I do like them. Another builder I still really like is David Weekley Homes. I've actually just closed 2 homes with them in the last couple weeks, and the whole experience was just a great experience for my clients and myself. So there are a lot of really other great builders out there. Drop a comment below and I'll respond to it if you have a question about different builders or my experience or clients' experience. We do like to give out that information as you want it. So there you go, Jeremy Knight, the Knight Group, your favorite Austin Realtor. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this with a friend, do all those amazing things. We appreciate you for being here. Have a good one.